July 4, 2014. On the first full day of its mission, July 4, the American Independence Day, the Cape Ray vanished from public sight. The disappearing act was partly by design, as the ship's captain steered the vessel toward an open expanse of the Mediterranean where it could not easily be seen or tracked. But it also helped that monumental events had seized the attention of the world away of the weapons of mass destruction that it carried. That same day, in the northern Iraqi city of Mosul, a cleric turned terrorist who called himself Abu Bakr al Baghdadi climbed onto the podium of a historic mosque to announce the creation of a new country, a theocratic empire that stretched from central Syria to the outskirts of Baghdad, the Iraqi capital. He called it Ad Dolah al Islamiyah, or the Islamic State. ISIS had come a long way since its attack on a Syrian helicopter base a year earlier, with tens of thousands of new followers, including disillusioned ex members of Syria's secular opposition and thousands of foreign volunteers. The jihadists were now a powerful army with well equipped divisions in two countries. Stronger by far than any of its rivals in the Syrian opposition, ISIS was the first to seize and hold large swaths of territory, having captured the provincial Syrian capital of Raqqa, as well as the Iraqi city of Fallujah in early 2014. Under Baghdadi, ISIS fighters poured into Iraq that spring, routing local defenders in a string of stunning defeats across the west and north. By mid-June, the jihadist army controlled a third of Iraq's territory, including Mosul, Iraq's second largest city. Baghdadi's holdings included not just real estate but also oil fields, military bases, universities, and hundreds of millions of dollars in cash. Almost overnight, the Islamic State was transformed into the wealthiest and best armed terrorist group of all time. A triumphant Baghdadi marched into Mosul's iconic Al-Nuri Mosque to declare the start of a new Islamic caliphate with himself as leader. The bearded, slightly pudgy cleric stood before his followers to congratulate them on the start of what he described as a new chapter in human history. Their conquests so far, he predicted, were only the start. You will conquer Rome, he said, and own the world. Rome, jihadist shorthand for the West, was not within Baghdadi's reach, but on the afternoon of July the 4th, the Islamic world extending from the deserts of northwest Africa to the Persian Gulf and South Asia seemed suddenly startlingly vulnerable.